and a military family. I've always felt like I was second to my 12 brothers. They were, to my 11 brothers, they were very sporty. They could play every sport and to a level of being a professional. I was the artsy-fartsy one. I never felt that I was a part of my family. I never felt love due to being gay. I was abused by one of my brothers sexually, and by another brother, I was physically abused. This carried on through my journey. This cycle continued. I found myself in a relationship here in the district, and once again that cycle presented itself. I once again became an abusive relationship. But I knew there was a better way. And I then began abusing myself out of the abuse that I had experienced. So this led me to a suicidal attempt. I was sent to the hospital. I was there for about 7 days. And my final day there, a woman came to my room and she said, what are you going to do when you're released? And I said I didn't know what I was going to do. I found myself homeless. So I found a friend, and this friend asked me to attend church with them. And from the moment that I walked in that door, I saw people smiling. I saw them hugging each other, and I saw them kissing each other. I instantly felt love. The service went on, and I teared up during the service. Minister Dietrich was playing and singing, and the choir was also joining her. And I broke down. And still today, it affects me. The Holy Spirit lives here, and I am home, and I have love, and you love me.
Yes.
Good morning. I'm Patricia King. How you guys doing? So, I'm sharing a little bit about myself to you guys. So, I had a tumor removed from my pituitary gland in 2017, and so going into surgery, I had the doctors come in the room right before surgery and asked me, was I ready? I said, are you ready? Did you sleep? Anything we need to, you know? And they said they're ready. I said, okay, well, it's time to go. So it was the scariest day of my life, first surgery ever. And when God showed up, it was peaceful. I wasn't scared any longer. So I go home for a week, and I start bleeding to death, and I had to go back and have an emergency surgery. And from that, you know, God showed up and I stayed alive. So, you know, I try to live every day to the fullest. Try to make sure I hug and appreciate everyone I'm with. And make sure everybody know I love them. Even new people that I love them. I love you. So, I had to learn to walk again. I had to learn to talk again. I had to learn to use my hands again. Something that was supposed to be 2 weeks of rehabilitation took years, so I'm still rehabbing from it. That's why I wear glasses and a hat. But needless to say, that's a little, don't really matter, because the big thing is I'm here. So.
Good morning.
My name is Tasha. I am second to the oldest of 6 children, 4 sisters, 1 brother. God needed you more, my warrior woman. My mom was my best friend and my biggest supporter in anything I did or accomplished. She had overcome so many obstacles facing her: 3 heart attacks, 1 triple heart bypass, colon cancer twice, and an amputee. On June 7, 2019 at 11:16 a.m., I got a phone call I never thought I would receive. On the other end of that call was her doctor at the rehab facility she was in, saying, "I'm sorry to inform you that your mom, Miss Long, heart has stopped." Me being in disbelief, I asked him, "What are you saying to me?" And I asked him to repeat himself, and he did. I began to wail and fall to the ground. Never did I think my mom would die so soon. After several phone calls, I called Jules and told her what happened. When I participated on the drama team, it was only supposed to be one time. Not realizing I was getting a host of family and love from day one. Jules told Reverend Dwayne and Reverend Kathy, as well as the drama team. Phone calls and messages began to come through. They collected money and cards. Tina and Jules arrived at my sister's house with open arms full of love and support, which meant a lot to me. God brought me through a death that I thought I could never make it through. 6 months to this day, I am still missing my mom. But God has credited me through the process, and I trust Him. And thank you. Amen.
Morning, MCCDC.
Good morning.
My name is Warren. I have my own personal Vanna White here. So, as a lead-in, if you could repeat after me. I'm grateful. And throughout. You know, the Lord works in mysterious ways. And for this,
I'm grateful.
He doesn't listen to me. I first came to MCCDC 23 months ago. This was the Sunday before Christmas, just 2.5 days after meeting this person. And I was really struck by how he greeted everyone with laughter and ribbing, and they returned the favor, and really was impressed by that. I'd grown up in a relatively tolerant ELCA Lutheran church. My mother was a church organist for 60 years. But I kind of lost my way, and one thing for which is how this church has helped me regain my spiritual footing. It's come in fits and starts, 2 steps forward and 1.5 steps back, you could say, but there's been progress, and it's definitely something for which I'm grateful. But talking about fits and starts, exactly 12 months ago today on Veterans Sunday, Dale was here in her same Army outfit, and there was actually a sort of break-off with this dear friend of mine as he decided to move to Dallas sort of unexpectedly, and I wasn't quite ready to follow him. But I would say, I'm grateful that I kind of found my place here and connected with enough people that I decided to stay on after he left. And in this year, I've become active both with Deidre and the Voices, as well as drama. I especially would say that for the experience with Maker of Zoe, which was totally a labor of love as well as a labor of insanity, as some of the feedback here indicates, but definitely love and no regrets. So that's something I'm certainly grateful for. But actually, a week after Zoe, the following Sunday, I was lining up for communion here, and I noticed this individual on the other side, and I decided to join him in communion. It was his first Sunday back from Texas. We started a conversation together, and we're continuing that. It's a work in progress, but he's somebody who gives joy to my life, and I believe I give him joy. So that is definitely something for which I'm grateful. And he had actually given me this quote, or he texted me this past week, a quote that really sums up or is appropriate for us. Marry someone you want to annoy for the rest of your life. And believe me, I know how to annoy, and he certainly can annoy me. So, too early to say how things will play out, but definitely he's somebody for which I'm grateful. And as I said, God does work in mysterious ways. I actually Googled that phrase and found it was not biblical, but from a Christian hymn. And so I'd like to honor my late mother, to whom I'm grateful, by citing a verse from the hymn. God moves in mysterious ways, his wonders to perform. He plants his footsteps on the sea and rides upon the storm. So for this opportunity today and for your joining in, once again,
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
After 10 years, y'all still give me this mic. And don't give me a written script. That's not good. Need to say it 2 minutes, so. I come here not being phony, but I come here and I hug and I kiss and I give everybody love, and I really don't like people. I really don't. And when I first came here, I had not had a spiritual home since my childhood. I came here for a friend's wedding. Someone gave me a card, told me to come back and listen to the choir. I never made it back to one Sunday, but I kept a card. They'd given me a card. I put that card on my nightstand. One Sunday I woke up and I was told I was going to church, because all I felt was get up, get dressed, you're going to church. So I went to church, got here, felt like home. As you heard today, when you walk in the door, so many of us walk in this door and we feel and we know that this is home. And the love that we receive from the members here, it's love when you know, and you know you're home when you walk in the door. My health caused me to choose moving from this area. I have met friends here and established relationships here. I started ushering to force myself to talk to people. I have to confess, I'm standing here. So I did that so it would force me to be out and to communicate with people. I got tired of that. I let that go. Jules started this drama ministry and insisted that I become a part of this ministry. So I felt like, okay, this is my calling again. I have established friendships, really deep friendships with so many people here. And I miss you all so much that I have to come back. It's like an addict going to get their fix every month. I have to come here and hear you play. I have to. I have to hear you sing. I have to see Reverend Dwayne twirl. I have to have that. I am thankful for you, MCCDC. I am so thankful for everyone here. That comes from my heart. I love you and I miss you so much. Thank you for being here.